kids. Second grade was busy this morning. They were doing reading, some writing, stuff like that in the classroom. They couldn't make it down to the lab. So let's talk about some things that are happening at Pepperell Primary School this week. But before we do that, please stand for the pledge.
Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And we're back. Thanks for standing and doing a good job saying the Pledge of Allegiance. Let's talk about some things going on at Pepperell Primary this week. I'm looking over there at the Renaissance Susical block party timer, and we've got 25 days left, so you need to be on your best Renaissance behavior. The book fair is still going on at PPS. It's going to be closing Friday at noon. So you've got Friday until Friday at noon to go down there and purchase some stuff in the book fair. Also on the calendar, let me look. Teachers, Chick-fil-A orders are due by Thursday. We have jump rope for heart thing on Tuesday. And progress reports, according to the calendar, go home on Wednesday. Now, I think I'm leaving something out, but it's not on the calendar. You can see in the background, I don't know if you can see, but we've got a really nice Google Calendar. I think Miss Hampton keeps up with that. But it seems like we're missing a date on there. Something's happening Thursday night. I don't know. I can't remember. I think it's something about a dance, but it's not on our Google Calendar, so it's not official. So I'm not going to talk about it here on the morning show. Now, it is on. I asked about where it was. I know who's supposed to be putting it on the calendar, but they told me to look at this calendar, this pink thing that was put in our boxes. I'm not going to read anything off this calendar because it's 2017. Google Calendar came out in like 2006. I was over there at the high school and I tried to get them on Google Calendar, and it didn't work out because they said teachers like these little pictures, like that heart right there, and they like these things on the dates, and that just can't be true. Anyway, one thing I'm going to do on the morning show tomorrow is I'm going to get a second grader and I'm going to show them how to use the Google Calendar because it's that easy. Like a lot of stuff in technology is overhyped. They say this is the greatest thing ever, and it's really not. Google Calendar's been around for like over 10 years, and it's easy to use. That's one reason why, and it's great for education. It's easy to keep up with dates. You can look at them basically on any device you have. So it's proven Google Calendar ain't going away. So I'm not going to read anything that's not on Google Calendar. So I think we're having a dance on Thursday night, but until it gets put on that Google Calendar, we're not going to be announcing it on the WPPS News Show. Now let's go out and check on the PPS playground weather.
Searching for weather systems. Pointing at a radar. Standing in the rain. Looking at a thermometer. PPS playground weather. We're 50% right 100% of the time.
Hey kids, I've been checking the radar on the TV, and it looks like big time rain's coming. I wouldn't expect to get out on that playground today because it looks like there's about to be some fairly severe red and yellow stuff coming right at us. There's going to be some 10 to 15 mile per hour winds coming right at us. And there's like an 80% chance of rain, but it even looks on that radar like it might be above 80 because it's this big green thing right here moving And this is us right here, this little tag, all this green moving towards us. So, I don't know about that playground today. Let's talk about the what's going to be going on in the lunchroom today. You can have peanut butter sandwich in one of those wrappers. You can have a lunchbox buddy. You can have cheese stuffed breadsticks, chicken nuggets, creamy mashed potatoes, pinto beans, broccoli dippers, breadsticks, chilled pineapple, seasonal fresh fruit, an orange blast, or a fruit punch. You can also have your choice of milk, and there's going to be some assorted dipping sauces laid out that you can choose from. And there's also going to be a marinara sauce dunk cup. So that sounds like something new. Let's see. Some more artwork from the students. We're going to have a lot to show you for our moment of silence. We won't have that today, though. I'm going to get that from Miss Harville. Let's talk about the character word. The character word is motivation. We talked about motivation last week, and I said that to add something different to our morning show to make it a little more interactive, that I put a character word thing on Flipgrid. It was PPSCW was the code to Flipgrid, Pepperell Primary School character word. And I wanted you to respond to me and talk about motivation and things you're motivated by. So let me check my computer right now and see if we got any responses to the Flipgrid. It looks like we've gotten one response to the Flipgrid, so let me show you who responded right now. Hey Luke, what motivates you? What's your motivation?
Here. You don't bite it. Hello.
Bye. So we got one response to the Flipgrid. It didn't come from inside the school, and I'm going to be patient with it because I know that if we're struggling some with using the Google Calendar, that Flipgrid's also going to be a real challenge for us. Even though, as you saw, a person wearing a diaper did it. Let's check out our YouTube viewer stats just to see. Like, we got one response to our Flipgrid, but let's see how many people viewed the morning show so we can see if one is good or not. I'll check the YouTube stats right now. That green blob on the computer screen for the weather, it just keeps getting closer and closer, so 80%, it may have moved up to like 90% now. Let's check our YouTube stats. Well, we got 5 views on the morning show from Friday, so 1 out of 5. One of those I know for a fact was my dad. The other one I know for a fact was my mother, and my grandmother may have watched it too. So we possibly had 2 or 3 people watching the morning show. So 1 Flipgrid response out of 2 or 3, that's not that bad. So we're going to keep improving. We're going to try to get some people outside the school to view the morning show and see if we can get our viewer stats up and people responding to our Flipgrid accounts. And I realize, listen, I realize that Flipgrid's really hard to use. I mean, it is hard. You've got to make like 3 clicks. So I don't expect everybody to be able to respond to our, and you know, character word. Let's be honest. I hope you had a great time watching the morning show this morning. Hope you have a great day. Hope all the teachers have a great day. Let's end the morning show by counting a little change. It's something educational. Nickel. It's worth 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. That's $1. Dime. It's worth 10. 10 cents. Worth 10. 10. 20. 30. 40. 50. 60. 70. 80. 90. 100. That's $1.